All right, everybody, we're back with Trap Talk Podcast, and we've got some questions for the guys. As always, email us at askus@traptalkpodcast.com. And this one comes in from Jared Williams, and he is asking, Zach and Ricky, do you guys think it is imperative to use 3-dram, 7.5 shot from the 27-yard line to break good scores, or no? So that one came in from Jared Williams.
Where's Jared from? Does it say?
It doesn't say, unfortunately.
Okay. So I'll take this since I've shot a lot more handicap than Zach, but
because he's a lot older.
Listen, son. So here's my opinion. So I grew up in the Midwest here in Lincoln, Nebraska, shooting in all types of weather, wind, cold, whatever it would be. But I've always shot a 3-dram shell for handicap from the 27. Now, you can shoot lights. You can shoot 8-shot, and I've shot some 8s like in San Antonio one year at the Texas State shoot. All they had was handicap 8s. I shot them, broke a couple 99s in handicap. But I think when you get up where the humidity's a little heavier, I like 7.5s. I go to Florida, heavier air down there. I like 7.5s. I just shoot 7.5s all the time. 3-dram, 1250s. Now, there's a difference between a handicap 1250 and then a 3-dram 1200. So, you can shoot either one will work. I like speed though. I like when I pull that trigger, the target breaks. And I know Zach's the same way. Zach shoots
I tend to believe that speed is not a bad thing from distance. That being said, I think you have to look case to case because, you look at a person like Ray Stafford. He's not as big as me and Ricky, obviously, right? So, he shot light 7.5 ounce and 1/8 for years and broke a lot of hundreds from the 27. I think the capabilities of the shell is there. I think if you're getting into littler people, smaller, women, younger, not AAA 27, AAA weighted class shooters.
Weight class.
Weighted class. Wait. Back up, Zach. Now,
it's a whole new thing. The weight classes in ATA shooting.
So for me, that 1235, 1250, I mean, it feels like a light shell anyway. So for Ricky, he thinks he's shooting extra lights. So it's one of those things where I believe if you can take the recoil and it's not damaging your shooting ability, where it's not blowing you off the gun or you're inflicting pain, well, then I say bring the heat. But if you get to a point to where it's causing you to flinch or it's causing you to be off the gun or it's causing you to do whatever, I would not feel unconfident in any way, shape, or form shooting a lighter shell from the fence if the other ones were blowing me off the gun. I think the pellet size, the 7.5, is more important if you're going lighter, though. I feel like you really want to use those big pellets from the fence if you're shooting an 1150 shell. But yeah, I mean, I like Nitro's 1235s. I know Ricky likes the Fiocchi 1250s, and I mean the speed there difference isn't really a lot. I mean,
you're 15 feet a second difference on the box. Is that really what it is? Who knows? But backing up to the question of the 3-dram, there is other people. Devin Harris won the $100,000 shootout at the Grand, shooting light 7.5s.
Yep.
From the 27. In that shootoff, he broke 50 straight. So you can shoot whatever you're comfortable shooting. I will say this. If the gun fits you, doesn't matter what the shell is, you should be able to handle anything as long as the gun fits you. That's why I use Wenig stocks.
Yeah.
Zach uses Wenig stocks. John, you use Wenig stocks. I mean,
shameless plug.
Yeah, but it's true. It is
true. It is true.
It boils down.
That's going to be a big determining factor, the gun fit. I think it's nice to have that instant response, the lightning bolt effect of I pull the trigger and I'm at the target. I like that. There's a lot of people that I've talked about pattern density with where they've said, well, slower shells could potentially pattern a little denser because you're not getting as many flyers. I think that has more to do with the quality of shot and the quality of the barrels that you're using. I mean, when it comes to
that is true.
density,
That is true, though, Zach.
Or a not tuned barrel, you have the choke type that you're using. I think that comes into play. But yeah, I mean, 3 dram, 1,200 feet per second, ounce and 7.5. I think is a great load from the fence, and even more if you can get it. If you can shoot a handicap and it doesn't bother you, why would you not take advantage of more shot and more powder? Right? Like, I think that's
it's the same shot. It's the same shot, Zach. It's ounce.
Well, I mean, if they went to like a 1 ounce shell is what I'm saying,
Well, now listen, and let's talk about that for a second. So I've actually shot the little rhinos, which is a 1 ounce, 1250, 7.5. I shot those at practice one day at our gun club here just to kind of see, what the difference. And I mean, I broke it was either 23 or 24 with them, and the target, I think I missed 2. I think it was 23. The 2 I missed wasn't because I didn't have enough shot. Agreed. It was just I made a bad move to the target. But going back to it's all preference. For me, I'm going to shoot. If the ATA said, "Hey, we're going to allow ounce and a quarter 1400s," I'm shooting ounce and a quarter 1400s. So
I don't think you're going to hurt yourself by taking advantage of the load requirement. Like, if you can get all the way to that edge on a distance shot. Now, to go into this a little deeper, he said handicap. I don't think that yardage really starts to kick in until you're at 23, 24 yard line. I mean,
yeah, Jared's asking about the 27 yard line here specifically. So
so back there, use the heat, but some people are using 1250 super handicaps at the 19 yard line, and I'm like, well, that might be a little much, So
some people use them for their second shot at doubles, though. So I don't know.
You can't argue with success.
It's like a 27-yard shot, so you might as well, bring the heat.
Bring it.
Yeah.
So
either bring the heat or go home. That's
Yeah. Well, Jared, thank you for the question. Guys, thank you for the answers. And as always, email us at askus@traptalkpodcast.com, and we'll get these guys to answer your questions. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks.